Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary. If you're new here, I am best known for my work with nano fish. But the reality is I don't have that many actual nano aquariums. That being said, I do have two down here in the fish room and one up in my living room that we'll visit in a minute that I wanted to give you a quick update on. Now, this was my first planted tank, and I guess maybe a month or so ago, I ripped it apart when I was having a bad day and redid it, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. As you can see, the rescape has gone really well, and I think that, you know, the plants are looking great. I have almost no algae issues. I like the brown background, and my wild guppies that are in here are breeding and thriving. You can see the male up there. You can see a bunch of fry. Everybody's doing really well in here. There's brand new fry. So I think that that was a success, and I'm really glad I didn't tear it down. You see, I don't often talk about actual nano tanks because I think they're exceptionally difficult. The small amount of volume makes them really, really prone to shifts in parameters, which can be very challenging for us as aquarists to manage. Now, this is the nano that I set up when my Brooklyn tank burst. And if you remember, it was absolutely covered with this horrible, horrible algae. And I almost just tossed it. But instead, I threw in a couple of Amano shrimp, 5 Amano shrimp, and figured I'd give it a week and see what they could do. And as you can tell, it is now algae-free on all the plants. So I think that we can all agree Amanos are magical creatures. Also, the parameters have stayed completely stable in this aquarium, which means it's ready for new inhabitants. Now, I think what I'm going to do for now is just continue to leave the Amanos in here for another week or two, and then I'll probably move in a few of those new tiger shrimp that I got. Let's take a quick look at those and see how they're doing. Now, as you guys saw, and as you requested, I did a species spotlight on these guys for Sunday. And thank you so much for watching that. I really think these guys are super, super cool. And as you can see, I dropped a botanical in for them in order to supplement their diet and just to give them grazing surfaces. And you can see that they really love it. They're all doing awesome. Thanks again, George, for sending these to me. Let's peek in on the yellow shrimp, and then we'll go take a look upstairs at my little betta tank. So far, so good with these guys. They're enjoying all the surfaces I gave them to graze on. You can see that this aquarium has cleared up beautifully. Again, it needs a background. It's nothing special. It's just how I set up a really, really basic shrimp tank for holding. Now, eventually, I will do a more formal aquarium for these guys. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting to restructure the fish room, this will do quite well. And the shrimp seem really happy. Again, I like to give shrimp as much volume as possible just for the more stability of the parameters. And they're, again, next door to my tangerine tigers that have all these botanicals who are doing super, super well. Let's go upstairs and peek in on my betta sid fishes. This is my Fluval 5-gallon spec that's been running for a few years now. I guess about a month or 6 weeks ago, we added in this narrow leaf java fern just because I ordered too much on a plant order, and it's doing really, really well, and I think it fills out that section of the aquarium nicely. Again, this is a 5-gallon aquarium that houses some blue neocaridina and my betta sid fishes. Now, this is the smallest aquarium that I like to house bettas in. In fact, I like them in bigger aquariums. But this guy was a rescue that you guys named for me, and this was the best place I had for him, and he does seem to be super happy. He's constantly bubble nesting, the plants are doing really, really well, and the shrimp are breeding, so in my mind, this is a very successful aquarium. I think it's obvious that Sid is pretty darn happy. My upload schedule might be a bit wonky. We're having a bit of a family crisis again. You know, new year, new problems. So thank you to those of you that have that notification bell on and are subscribed and come here and support me and my channel. I have a lot of exciting things planned, but again, my upload schedule might be a bit wonky until things settle down around here.